What if everything we've ever known, every sparkling star in the night sky, every enormous galaxy swirling hundreds of millions of light years away, every planet, cloud of gas, and grain of cosmic dust was contained inside a black hole? It may sound like pure science fiction, the kind of mind-twisting concept that belongs in movies or speculative novels. But there are physicists, theoretical thinkers on the frontier of cosmology, who believe this could be true. Imagine the entire universe, all its vastness and infinite mysteries, might just be the interior of a colossal black hole. If true, our reality is more bizarre, and perhaps more awe-inspiring than we ever dared to guess. Let's embark together on a journey, a deep dive into one of the most radical, challenging ideas in modern science. At the heart of this concept is something all-consuming: the black hole. To most, a black hole is a mysterious object, a rip in the cosmic fabric where the pull of gravity is so powerful nothing can escape, not even light. Where ordinary matter crosses the boundary, known as the event horizon, it is lost to the outside universe. What lies beyond the event horizon is hidden, its secrets locked away. Scientists can theorize, they can model the physics, but first-hand knowledge is impossible, or so it seems. The classical picture is that once something falls into a black hole, it is crushed into a point of infinite density at the core, known as the singularity. Gravity becomes overwhelming. Space and time themselves reach a breaking point. But quantum theory, the set of rules describing reality's tiniest scales, suggests such infinities may be an illusion. Some physicists propose that, under these extreme conditions, the collapsing matter doesn't just disappear or compress infinitely. It undergoes a radical transformation. Rather than being crushed without end, the core could rebound or bounce, giving birth to a new universe on the other side of the horizon. To the outside observer, this black hole appears to be nothing more than a gravitational trap. But from the inside, it could be the arena for an entire cosmos, one with its own space, time, laws of physics, and history. The event horizon is a one-way barrier. Information, energy, and matter can enter, but never return. Anything crossing that threshold is lost to our universe. But from within, the fall through the event horizon could just be the beginning. A portal into an expanding, evolving universe, perhaps just as large and complex as our own. Surprisingly, this isn't just philosophical speculation. The mathematics of general relativity, the deep language Albert Einstein used to describe the bending of space and time, doesn't strictly forbid it. When physicists solve Einstein's equations for the innards of a black hole, the region behind the event horizon, a natural outcome is the rapid stretching of space in new dimensions. This stretching, this expansion, bears a striking resemblance to the growth of our known universe after the Big Bang. What we see in the equations strongly suggests it's possible that black holes don't end with crushing singularities. They might instead open onto vast regions of space-time, parallel universes. The similarities between our universe and a black hole go deeper. Consider this. All black holes have a vital specification, the Schwarzschild radius. This is the critical boundary distance from the core, the point past which gravity is strong enough to capture light. For any given mass, the Schwarzschild formula tells you how large a black hole would be. Astonishingly, if you plug in the entire observable mass of our universe into this formula, you get a number almost identical to the size we can actually observe, the observable cosmos. It's not a proof, but it is a staggering signpost. On a deep level, the universe as a whole has the gravitational characteristics of a black hole. This isn't just a trick with numbers. The observable universe appears to have a horizon, a limit beyond which we cannot see, not because of real walls, but because light from farther away simply hasn't had enough time to reach us since the dawn of time. Much like the event horizon of a black hole, this cosmic horizon marks the boundary of our knowledge. Beyond it, the rest of existence remains out of reach, its information forever hidden. If the logic holds, and our own universe is just the inside of a particularly gigantic black hole, then the implications are stunning. We might reside in just one child universe in an unimaginably vast tree of realities. Every black hole that has formed in our own universe, each from a star so massive it collapsed under its own gravity, could potentially beget its own universe on the other side, with inherited physical parameters slightly altered by chance or the laws of quantum mechanics. The cosmos could be a fractal-like branching structure, where universes give birth to more universes, each time a black hole forms. This concept radically changes our picture of reality. No longer is there just one universe, unique and incomprehensible in its isolation. Instead, each universe could be a bubble, the interior of some black hole in another universe, while creating black holes of its own, each doorway to further, smaller universes. Like a cosmic genealogy, the structure of existence might be a grand, ever-branching tree. Can we ever know this for certain? The honest answer, as humbling as it is, may be no. The nature of the event horizon is absolute. Inflowing information is lost to anyone on the outside, and for us, if we are living on the inside, the outer reality beyond our own universe's horizon is truly unreachable. The physics governing black holes makes it effectively impossible to communicate or peer across that mysterious threshold. All of our observations, all of our tools are locked inside the cosmic bubble, searching for answers in the links between math, observation, and creative theory. Yet, the search itself is valuable. Exploring the black hole universe, he hypothesis, pushes the boundaries of our understanding, challenges what we accept as reality, and exposes the philosophical limits of science. It reminds us just how much we still do not know about the true structure of the cosmos and our own place within it. Suppose this bold theory is real. Suppose space and time as we know them are the unfolding interior of a black hole in another, perhaps higher dimensional universe. What does that say about the beginning of everything? For all of scientific history, we've envisioned the origin of our universe as a colossal explosion, a Big Bang, blazing out from a state of incredible density and heat. But if our universe is the interior of a black hole formed from the collapse of a massive star in a parent universe, the moment of our own Big Bang is also the moment of that star's death and catastrophic collapse. Our beginning is another world's end. Energy, matter, and the very fabric of space-time could have been funneled in through the black hole's event horizon, transformed by extremes of gravity, and reborn in the form of an entire universe. The singularity at the black hole's heart may not be a dead end, but an existential bridge between universes. Birth through destruction. All the familiar structures of our cosmos, galaxies, clusters, voids, and filaments, unfold and evolve in this vast internal space, completely disconnected from its parent universe, except for a mysterious link at the moment of creation. The so-called laws of nature in our universe might carry the imprint of this heritage, passed down from cosmic generation to generation, subtly mutated by the conditions of each collapse. Now, when we look up at the night sky, we're not just seeing random points of light. We could be perceiving the internal wonders of a universe within a universe, a microcosm recreated anew. The vast stretches between stars, galaxies torn apart and reformed, the expansion of space itself, each may owe its existence to a parent black hole's inner geometry. The ever-accelerating growth of the cosmos, which we attribute to dark energy, might in fact be the natural result of internal physics set in motion the instant the cosmic horizon formed. Yet, if every black hole can potentially create a new universe, that leads to an even deeper question. Why are the conditions in our universe so perfectly attuned for life to exist? Perhaps in the cosmic multiverse, spawned by black holes, the universes with the right physical parameters are more likely to persist and produce complex structures. The mathematics of black holes, carefully sculpted by gravity's relentless hand, might provide the engine that naturally selects for the emergence of life, consciousness, and curious beings peering into their night sky, asking questions like these. The black hole universe idea might not be provable, and might never be, given the ultimate cosmic quarantine imposed by the event horizon. But even wrestling with this concept shapes the frontiers of science and philosophy. It demands that we stretch our imaginations and accept that the true reality could far exceed what our senses and current theories can capture. After all, science only advances by daring to contemplate radical new ideas and to challenge its own assumptions. The suggestion that we are living inside a black hole may be the purest expression of humanity's restless urge to understand, to not just accept appearances, but to penetrate the surface and glimpse the deeper patterns that run beneath the world. You may ask, why bother if there's no way to ever gather proof? Even without perfect answers, thinking about such possibilities reveals just how much wonder is left. It reminds us that the universe, far from being a collection of facts and figures, is a living landscape of mystery, beckoning us onward. When we stare into a black hole, whether through a telescope or through the equations of mathematics, we may truly be peering into our own past, into the fiery explosion that birthed our universe, and perhaps into the infinite web of universes beyond. What are the practical lessons for those of us confined to Earth? The idea that our universe is the child of another, and the parent to many more, forces us to reconsider our sense of meaning, origin, and destiny. Whether or not we ever cross the ultimate horizon, the lesson is clear. The universe is vaster, stranger, and more full of possibility than we ever imagined. And so the next time you look up at the stars shimmering above, remember, you could be gazing at the grand interior of a black hole, a cosmic bubble floating in a sea of other realities. Every adventure in science is, at its heart, a crossing of boundaries, a step into the unknown. Perhaps the universe was not born with a bang, but with a collapse. A once great star collapsing under its own weight, bursting with unimaginable energy and setting the clock of time ticking in a newborn universe. Perhaps you are the product, at the deepest cosmic level, of a process that repeats eternally. Creation nested inside destruction, blooming inside the heart of oblivion. Thank you for joining today's exploration. There are even more mind-stretching mysteries waiting as we continue our journey together. And one mystery looms ahead. One day, the stars above will all go dark. Tomorrow, we'll explore why the night sky will one day fade to black, and what that means for the fate of existence itself. Until then, keep asking the big questions, and keep looking up.